we're going to add a garage space to the back of this house that's going to connect back here. So when you can come in through a detached garage and then up through the back of the house here. So I'm going to use my same default exterior walls as I did on the house so that it all matches. And I'm going to get here into this window and get into the wall tool. And I'm just going to start drawing that. I want that to be about 22-ish wide by about 22-ish deep, something like that, to fit 2 cars and whatever else we need to put into the garage. So I'm not really going to line it up totally here. Well, yes, I am. Let's just do that. I'm going to grab this and just snap it so that it lines up with this wall line of the house. And then I'm going to make the interior of this, let's make it 25 feet. So we can fit nicely 2 cars in there. And then let's make the depth, well, let's see, how far are we from the house? Let's make it 20 feet from the house so that we have a little bit of yard there between. And then let's make that 25 feet deep. And then it'll just be a square. Okay, let's see, what's it looking like over here? Okay, I've turned my automatic roof tool off because I did not want it to make a roof over that porch. Let me see, where is there we go. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually tell it I don't want a roof over this room. So I'm going to go to my structure, and it's already turned off, no roof over this room. So that's because I made it a deck. So that made it know that it doesn't have a roof. So now I can go back and turn on my automatic roof, and then it's going to put my roof over this. So we're going to automatically build the roof there. And there, it popped that roof on. What is that roof even looking like? It's just made it a little pyramidal roof for us. So we might drop the pitch. We could drop the pitch on that one, but we're just going to leave that one as it is for now and just leave it. It's kind of cute. Okay, so this is going to be actually this is going to be a garage. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a garage. Garage there. Yeah, let's go ahead and see those room labels this time. So now it's a garage, and let's see, what has it done with, it's lost our foundation over there. Let's go to its structure, and let's just tell it has a basic slab foundation. That way it should just pop one on, so that's easy enough. All right, and we can go over here into our doors, and we can grab a garage door, and probably would have the entry here on the back. So I'm going to just pop in 2 garage doors so that is a 2-car garage. And let's just center those together over the room. There we go. Okay, so let's orbit around and look at that. So there we go. We've got 2 little garage doors on our roof, and everything matches how we set on the house because we already set all of those roof parameters. So that's just fine with me. We're going to leave that as is. And then we'd probably want a back door here so that when you come through the garage, you come out and then you can go into the house like this. So we're just going to make a door there and flip that over to that side. All right, and actually I want it to match this door. So I'm going to use this tool, pick up the parameters of that door. Oops, I need to be in this window. The match properties, I'm going to pick up that door and I make it that door. It changed my swing, but that's okay. Now it's that same door there, but I'm going to change that swing back. to how I want it. There we go. Okay, so that's a basic garage. Okay, now that I have my garage drawn in, I want to make a little path here from my garage to my house, and I could also add a driveway. What I've got to do first though is add a terrain. So I'm going to go up here to my terrain tool, and the terrain is going to be your ground basically. So we just want to, I've got to be wherever, I've got to be here. Do I have to be here? Create, yes, I've got to be in this window, and I've got to create a terrain perimeter. So I do that, and that's just going to give me a little block of earth there. And so let's orbit around so we can see what that's doing. Orbit tool. So it's a little bit high up to my foundation, so I'm going to just lower it by going in here, and it's automatically set only 4 inches below my my floor. So I'm going to lower it a bit so that we can have that step up into the house. Let's see what it looks like if we do it at 12. How's that looking? Yeah, so that puts us with the ground below, and then we have a little step up there at the back of our house. So now with this on, now I can add a path also in my terrain tools. So I can add a sidewalk, and I'm going to use a polyline sidewalk so that I can shape it how I want. I'm just going to make a little path right there, and that automatically sets it into the, and so I can see actually that my door is not lined up, so I want that to line straight up. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a curved path by clicking that and then making that a curve, making that an arc, I should say. So now I can adjust that to meet the outside of that door frame. I'm going to make this one an arc with using this tool. This is the, what is it called? Change the line to an arc. So anything where I've got the red, that means that one's selected. And then I can choose this tool, this handle here, and curve it like that. So that gives me a little curved pathway if I wanted it. And I could actually break that too if I wanted to. Use my break tool and break that line. And then I could make it more of a complicated curved shape if I wanted to. So I could shape that however I want to do for my landscaping. And then let's add in a driveway over here. What do I want? I want under my terrain tools, I'm going to add a driveway. And this time I'm just going to do a straight driveway. What is it doing? There we go. So let's go over here and orbit around. So now I've got a driveway coming up to my garage, but let me make it wider. And let me center it. Okay, so you can see that the slab for the garage is not meeting up to the height there of the garage. So there's a couple of different things that I can do. I can actually lower the floor of the garage if I wanted to get down to terrain level. So let's see, we might want to do that. So let's see what happens when we do that. So let's get to the structure here, and let's lower the floor that 12 inches down to the terrain level. So there we go. So now that driveway goes straight into that garage. Can we open the garage door? Ooh, we can. There we go. So now, let me escape. So now we've got a smooth transition there into the garage on that slab. So the other thing we could do is if we wanted to raise that back up, we could, let's see, go back to its structure. Let's put that back at 0. So the other thing we could do is we could raise up the driveway. We could make its thickness, oh, why did that go over there? We could make its thickness 12. And then that would raise that level up to that. Let's see what that, but that raises the whole thing. So we might not want to do that. So the other thing that we can do is make a ramp that comes up. So we can use the ramp tool. So where is that? I always forget where stuff is. Okay, the ramps are actually, they're here under stairs. Why I always forget that, I don't know. So we could do a ramp, and let's see, I always forget which way it goes. Maybe the other way around. That's obviously wrong. So it just depends on how you build this depends on, you know, what you're trying to do in the end. Obviously this reads it as stairs. So we'll have to go in and do some updating with it and remove that railing. So I can just turn off that railing completely. And now we have a sloped ramp up to our garage, to get into our garage. And then let's see, we probably want to add a little step here. So we'll just use that straight stair tool again over here in this window and pop a little step right there. And then I will go in and update that also, because I don't want it to look like this. I want it to be a little concrete step. So I'm going to change it to not be open and not be open underneath. And I'm going to, let's see what else. I don't want any stringers. It's just going to be a solid box like that. And then I'm going to click OK. And then I could change the materials over there, but a lot of times I just find this easier to do it over here. So that I can pick up the material that I want. It's listed in plan materials, but sometimes I just, like I said, I'm a visual person, so I like to do a lot of this stuff visually rather than through the dialog box sometimes. So of course, let me get to, here's interiors. So of course in interiors, you don't have all of the terrain tools. So you don't have the ability to make that earth or the sidewalks with that automatic tool. But you can still do it. If you want to create an outdoor area, just use polyline solids. So just come in here and draw a shape. Then you can get in and make it a grass material. Let me see. You can just find a grass material, whatever you want it to be. And paint it the grass. You can change the thickness and the height. Then you can use another polyline solid to create your paths and driveway, and the same way that I showed in Premiere. And then you also have the ramp tool under your stairs, so you can use that to make a driveway too. So even though you don't have that terrain tool, you can still create an outdoor area if you want to. And over in Home Designer Pro, you have all the same terrain tools, and so you can make your driveways and your sidewalks. And then you also have the ramp tool under the stairs tool. So you can do all of this in both of the programs, just with a workaround for interiors. So there we go. So now we've got a little outdoor structure to go along with our little house.